Hey guys, Nick Ogilvie here with Luxe Blades. When it comes to maintaining sports facilities, it's important to not overlook the maintenance of the artificial turf fields. While your maintenance crews may be able to handle weekly and monthly tasks, hiring professionals like Luxe Blades can ensure that your investment is properly protected. We recommend at least a quarterly maintenance program that we have to offer for you for everybody with sports facilities. We specialize in the field maintenance for artificial turf fields. Our trained and experienced crews know the ins and outs of keeping your field in tip-top shape for optimal performance. Our maintenance service includes grooming, cleaning, and fluffing the turf fibers. We also take care of any necessary repairs such as seam work, realignment, infill replenishment, things of that nature. We also do GMAX testing. It's not just about the aesthetics. Proper maintenance also ensures the safety of your athletes. That's why we recommend getting your field GMAX tested at least once a year. This measures the shock absorption of the turf surface and is an important factor for the player's safety. By getting your field GMAX tested and keeping it well maintained, you're not only protecting your players, but also protecting yourself from any potential liability that may occur if a player gets hurt. So, it's always have good time to put it on your record too for reduce your premiums of your insurance and stuff like that. So a well-maintained artificial turf field not only improves player safety but also enhances game performance. Properly groomed and fluffed fibers allow for a better ball and roll and footing, giving your athletes a competitive edge. Our team at Luxe Blades takes pride in our work and is dedicated to providing the best maintenance service for your artificial turf fields. We understand the importance of keeping your facility in a tip-top condition shape, and we're here to help. Don't let improper maintenance ruin your investment or put your athletes at risk. Contact Luxe Blades for expert sports fields maintenance services for your artificial turf field. It's always free for us to come out and do a quote. So hey guys, Luxe Blades, protecting your turf and protecting your players. Thanks for watching.
On a sports field, you know, they've got signs up that say no sunflower seeds, no chewing gum, stuff of that nature. But as you know, people don't like they don't do rules and they don't follow what's on the signs. And you know, you still got sunflower seeds out here, toothpick, and different things like that. And it's really important to, you know, this is part of the maintenance, right? You got to maintenance all the time. There's some bubble gum. It's important to maintenance because this will get down in the fibers of the field, and that's not good for the turf. Ends up breaking down the turf. So this is just one area that, I mean, they have the signs posted, everything's done, but you know, that's why it's important to keep grooming your fields day in and day out and make sure that they're safe for people and you get the most out of your investment. You know, these fields, they're only 2 years old, and they're getting a lot of wear and tear on them. Especially, you know, if you got softball on it, it's tough because they're always dragging their toes, if you notice. And so it wears out the turf really, really quick. So what you're going to want to do is that as an installer, I would take where these holes are, right here they put these portable mounds and stuff, I would take and cut a strip that, you know, maybe 3 foot wide by, you know, 13, 15 foot long to right in here. And what that's going to do is you can replace it. And then that way you just do Velcro seams there. And because it is going to get wore out over time, especially if you're not taking the right maintenance, maintenance tips and stuff on maintaining all these high traffic areas. It's more beneficial just to do that and replace it every 2 to 3 years, and you get your field's always going to look good, and you get the performance out of your turf. So I really highly recommend that as well. Your batter box areas, it's high traffic as well, right? So I would say you need to do Velcro seams all through here, and That way you can replace them every couple years as well. Just makes it look good 24/7. Guys, I mean, there's nothing wrong. I mean, it's just, it takes abuse. And so that's what I would recommend to keep your fields looking nice year after year. And I mean, I just, like I said, you know, these fields are already, they're 2 years old, and I mean, they're just, the fiber's already breaking down, and it looks bad. So just maintenance these out, and you know, when you're getting these fields installed, cheaper is not always better. There's a reason why they may say, hey, we would like to do this or that, because they have the experience. It may not be what the engineer's drawn up on paper. It may not be what, you know, anything like that, but it's critical that you listen to the installers installing it, because these guys did a great job installing turf. There's no doubt about it. They did a fantastic job, but they may have, you know, should have done some Velcro seams here, and that way it's a little bit more nicer for whenever, you know, they want to revamp the field, and they're not out the expense of having to cut it. That way it's already there. You got to be careful. You got to be careful when your field starts wearing out like this as well, because it's creating uneven spots in your turf, and you don't want that, because what if a kid trips and falls, gets hurt, things of that nature. So you really want to be careful on these areas if they're staying completely groomed and level, so that way no one gets hurt. You know, as I walk this field, there's certain things like these plugs. You guys got to make sure the plugs are staying in between the bases, because if not, someone gets hurt on that, damage the turf. So you always want to make sure those plugs are put in, provided by the installer, so that way no one gets hurt and the turf doesn't get any damage. Again, they have the signs, right? But look at all the trash. Look at the seeds and everything like that all on here. That's bad for the turf. Gets in the fibers, and just, you know, if someone's not following the rules, you have to find them, do something, so that way they take you serious, and that way your field lasts longer. Now on this field here, they've got the pegs in. So those are the pegs I was telling you about earlier. Whenever for fields on keeping those in there, so it's safer and it's a lot less wear and tear on the turf. As you can see here, it's already a path, and this is, like I said, guys, this turf's only 2 years old, and it's already breaking down, and it's just, you know, lack of maintenance and knowing how to properly maintenance the turf. So you definitely want to keep these fields maintenance correctly, because if not, it's just, your investment's down the drain. I mean, it's $1.5 million per field, and now you've got to replace these fields because they weren't maintained correctly. Just a little bit of maintenance every week, and then have a professional crew come in once at least once a quarter, come in here and decompact all the infill and stuff like that. It's and re-level the infill. It's so important, so vital, and it'll make these fields last a lot longer. See, I'm here at second base right now, and it's let's just take a look at this, right? So if you go like this, there's hardly any infill left. Well, there's no infill left. You're not going to pass G-Max. And if you could feel it under your feet, there's a big dip there. Super unsafe for the players. So yeah, it's there's barely any infill left. So this field right here needs a whole bunch of maintenance, a whole bunch of infill on here. So you always want to make sure you're keeping your G-Max correct. And VMAX in case for a kid gets hurt, things like that. So this field definitely needs a big grooming, and you can already start feeling the unevenness underneath because they haven't. And so when you have these big rains and stuff, it's really bad if you don't have the infill. It starts breaking down the turf. So guys, it's important for maintenance.
Hey guys, Nick Ogilvie here with Luxe Blades, talking to you today about artificial turf maintenance on your sports complexes, fields, playgrounds, etc. So it's real important to do your service your fields. You really want to do it monthly, and then like this here, this was a deep clean we did at an indoor baseball facility in Nevada, Texas. And you know, this is the first deep clean in about 3 years. And so what happened was he was getting ready to replace his turf, which is, as y'all know, is a huge expense. And I said, you know, I think we can come in here with our methods and decompact the infill, clean your turf, disinfect it, and I think you're gonna get about 3 more years out of it. So we did all of this. You know, we found multiple things wrong with the field. Multiple things in the field, such as nails, screws, sunflower seeds, you name it, it was in this field. So, including the big balls of hair that you saw at the beginning of this video. So, that all impacts the turf fibers and the playability of the field. So, with our special pull-behind vehicle here, you see the litter cat. What it does, it has 2 vibratory motors in it. It shakes that infill back in and redistributes it where it's all even and level. But see how it's redistributing the rubber back into the field, but keeping the harmful stuff out, like the rocks, the nails, the band-aids, you name it, it's staying on top. Then we come in, clean it up, and you're good to go. So now your field is nice and healthy. So another thing, because up against the wall with the nets, we used a power broom here just to get all this out. And you know, some of this stuff we have to do by hand, but it's important to maintenance this stuff because it will make your turf last longer and perform better. So always remember to maintenance your fields, and have Luxe Blades come out and give you a free consultation. We'd be more than happy to. This customer spent no more money on infill on this. We redistributed it all. We had to add a little bit of infill there by the pitcher's mound, but that's it. And you can see how this OxyTurf here is really foaming up and disinfecting this field, so you can actually see it working. So now they've got a clean, beautiful field that they can enjoy for multiple more years. And look, we save this client here hundreds of thousands of dollars, and that's what we want to do with you, is help you save millions of dollars. Thanks for watching.